On the way over, we felt it's like a shaking, more of a rattle, like a ticking sound. It's rhythmic, so it's like every rotation you'll hear it. So I'm just gonna shake the wheel and see if I can feel anything. I definitely feel something. It's like a, if I had to explain it, it feels like it's moving back and forth like this, like a kind of. It's a little hard to explain what I'm feeling. But it feels like I'm really able to, just kind of feel like I'm feeling it move a little bit. So I tried tightening up the lug nuts, and you could still definitely hear that sound on the way home. So we're gonna go ahead and jack it up. We got it back here in the garage, and see if we can feel a rattle on the wheel. I checked the lug nuts on the other side because that's where we thought the sound was originating from, but we didn't check the lug nuts on this side. And whenever we got home, I'm checking these, and look at that. These lug nuts, these are actually hand tight. I can move these. These two here, I can't move. Maybe with a breaker bar, even with a breaker bar, these just move way too easy. I'm just gonna loosen up these lug nuts, just so I'm gonna make sure that the wheel seats on evenly, because now it's loose. Because when those lug nuts were loose, the wheel could have gone on a little bit crooked, and that would definitely give us a rotational sound like what we were having. So now I'm going to tighten these in the star pattern. I'll go ahead and pull the jack stands out, and then we can go ahead and take the car down and torque the lug nuts to 80. I'm going to go ahead and set the torque wrench to 80, and we can go ahead and torque the wheels. So right there is 80. Now with the car down on the ground, we're going to torque the lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds. And we'll also test the other side just to make sure it's good as well. I did not feel the lug nuts move at all with the torque wrench. Everything was rock solid. On the other side, that could have been causing a problem with the loose lug nuts. We could have put the wheel on, and then the lug nuts loosened up, and the wheel could have moved a little bit, made it crooked, and that would definitely give us a rotational sound like that. So we're taking the car out for a test drive, and I don't hear any sound at all in the wheel, and it sounds a lot better. Alright, so we've been test driving it, and the sound is totally gone. I don't hear it anymore at all in the wheel, and our problem is fixed. So you always want to torque your wheels, and then after you take it out on a test drive, you want to re-torque the wheels. Especially on aluminum rims, sometimes these lug nuts can just loosen up, or the wheel can settle a little bit, or heat expansion. So I'm just double checking the lug nuts. That one moved just a little bit. So one of them moved a little bit, but it's always just a good rule of thumb just to double check the lug nuts. Make sure nothing has changed when you drove it, just to keep everything safe. To keep your torque wrench accurate, every time you use it and you're done, you just want to take the torque wrench all the way down to 10 foot-pounds, just right there. You don't want to take it all the way down to the bottom. You just want, that spring is just going to be slightly engaged, but it's not going to be pulled the opposite direction. So right there at 10 foot-pounds, the sweet spot where you want it to be. So that's what it sounds like if your lug nuts are loose. You'll just kind of have a rotational sound, and it's a pretty simple fix. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.